Hello guys, welcome back and welcome to today's yoga for bloating. This is going to be a really short 20-minute flow, and it's going to be really perfect for those days where you're feeling a little bit bloated, a little bit uncomfortable, and we're going to be moving through a series of twists and lymphatic drainage just to help you really navigate this time, which happens to everyone. We all experience it, but allowing you to navigate this hopefully with a little bit more ease and comfort while still being really kind and nourishing to our bodies. And especially around this festive period, I know that we may have those moments where we're having so much fun, but the next day we're not quite feeling as fun as it was. So this is for those moments. So before we begin, if you want to make sure you're in something really comfy, something that doesn't make you feel self-conscious or uncomfortable. Also, if you want to make yourself a herbal tea, peppermint is really, really good normally, or a ginger tea can be really nice for when we're feeling a little bit bloated. And then when you are ready, come and meet me on your mat, and we're just going to get started in a child's pose today. So we're going to allow the knees to be wider than the hips, the big toes to touch, and just allowing the forehead to come down onto the ground, reaching the arms forwards here. And as you arrive, just allowing the eyes to close and taking a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, deep sigh it out. Just allowing yourself to become really aware of the body here for a moment, noting the spaces that may feel a little uncomfortable, but allowing yourself to observe them with compassion. So often as we come into these days where we feel as if we're a little bit bloated or uncomfortable, we find it hard to just accept the physical sensation. We start to attach it to our value. We start to speak unkindly to ourselves, feeling as if we aren't good enough. But as you arrive on your mat, I just want you to meet your body in pure compassion here. Knowing that as women, our bodies fluctuate, we fluctuate, and we have this beautiful ability to go with the flow. So as you're here in this space, just allowing deep breaths to come in and out. Taking one more moment here to notice any emotions that may have arose as you found yourself not feeling in this best space within your body today. Maybe there's some negative self-talk. Maybe there's some feelings of resistance and frustration. And just allowing yourself to really settle here and acknowledge that your body is doing everything it can to keep you alive and well. And finding love for it here even when it doesn't feel the way you wish it would. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, letting it go. Taking a moment to set an intention here for our practice. And I encourage you to allow this intention to really center around self-love, and in particular love for your body, even if it doesn't look the way you want it to today. I find love and compassion for myself, whatever state that I'm in. One more deep breath in. Exhale, big sigh it out, let it go. Then as you're here, start to thread the right arm underneath the left, and we're coming into a twisted child's pose, coming onto the right cheek. As we find this practice, we're going to be moving through a series of twists, and it's said within the practice of yoga that twists have the ability to be really detoxing. Now, whilst that word can have a lot of negative connotations, I want you to really consider this detoxing effect to be far more energetic. If we're holding on to any emotions or stagnant energy within the body, these twists have the ability to gently release, letting go of any emotions we may be holding. It also has the ability, as with any gentle movement, to encourage the body just to really move any excess water you're holding on to, and can be quite therapeutic in that way. Deep breath in and exhale. Then as you inhale, swapping sides, coming onto the left cheek, allowing big breaths to come into the belly and the exhales to be heavy. We really want to allow the body just to be here. So instead of feeling as if you need to suck that belly area in, I just want you to completely relax. Quite often this response of bloating can be due to stress or anxiety. So we really want to allow the parasympathetic nervous system to kick in and allow this body to rest and digest, moving through any of that bloated feeling. Then as you inhale, coming back to center and making your way up to all fours here, allowing the shoulders to be over the wrists, the hips are over the knees. Then as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, looking up. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale brings you up and forwards. Exhale brings you back. Inhale, up and forwards. Exhaling back. Well done. Now as you're here, you have 3 more breaths, and I just want you to close down the eyes and move intuitively. Allow the hips to move from side to side. Allow the belly to go down and up, and just really feel into the body here. What movements feel really good and therapeutic and soothing? Deep inhales and exhales. Well done. Another deep breath in and exhale. And then when you're ready, coming back to a neutral spine once again. Inhaling here. Exhale, come to sit onto the heels. Inhale, reach the arms up. Then as we exhale, the left arm reaches back, the right arm reaches forwards. Allow the left fingers to come down to the ground and place the right hand onto the left thigh. Deep inhale, twisting here. Exhale, look behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, twist right. Allow the right fingers to come down, the left hand comes to the thigh. Inhale, growing tall. Exhale, twist, look behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Then as you inhale, reaching the arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, placing the hands down in front of you once again. Tucking the toes under and shifting the hips up and back to your downward facing dog. And as you arrive here, I want you to bend one knee and then the other. Just allowing this movement to come in. Taking deep breaths in and allowing the exhales to move through the mouth. We want a really effortless breath within this practice. Not necessarily needing the Ujjayi breath. We're not aiming to build strength. We're aiming to really bring the body into relaxation here. Deep inhale. And exhale, push the chest back. Then as you inhale, start to walk the feet towards the hands, allowing them to be hips width distance apart. Take hands to opposite elbows and just begin to sway from side to side. Having the knees quite wide here and allowing the chest to really melt down. Deep inhale. And exhale. Well done. Deep inhales. And exhales. One more deep breath in. Then as you exhale, allowing the hands to come down. Inhale, start to roll up the spine in 3, 2, 1. Reaching the arms up above the head, gaze towards them. And then as you exhale, allowing them to come to heart center and then just allowing them to place interlaced on the lower belly. You may be carrying a lot of frustration and emotion around this space within the body in this moment. But as you're here, I want you to really imagine that you could bring all of this compassionate healing energy from the palms of your hands into this lower belly. So often we harbor so much hatred for this part of our bodies as women, so much judgment and feeling unsatisfied. But as you're here, I want you to acknowledge everything it does for you, protecting that space within your body that can create life, allowing you to carry yourself through life and store energy to digest your food. These all seem so unbelievably basic, but they are huge privileges for us to have. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Allow the belly to be heavy. Then as you inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, start to fold forwards, the knees can bend. Inhale, lifting halfway, the hands can come to the shins. Then as you exhale, place the hands down and step the left foot back, dropping the knee, untuck the toes, and as you inhale, rising up to a crescent lunge here. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, placing the left hand down, inhale the right arm up, coming into an easy twist. Deep breath in here. And exhale. Then on your next exhale, place the right hand onto the right knee and pushing it out to the side, really opening up that hip space. Deep inhales. And exhale. On your next inhale, reaching the right arm up again. And as you exhale, I want you to lower the left hips and lower the right arm. This is really opening up the outside of the legs. Inhale, come center. Exhale, tilt the weight onto the outside of the left leg. Inhale, center, well done. Exhale, pivot the weight. Inhale, center, reaching the arm up. Then as you exhale, placing the hands down, stepping back to a plank, drop the knees, untuck the toes, lower onto the belly, tenting the fingers out to the side here, and allowing the forehead to come down. Then as you inhale, slowly rippling up the spine. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, ripple up nice and slowly. Exhale, lower. Then allowing yourself to come onto your right cheek, allowing the right arm to come out into a T shape, and then placing the left hand next to the left shoulder with the arm bent. From here, I want you to inhale and come onto the right side of the body. We're coming into quite a deep twist into the shoulder here. Now you have the option to stay here, or you can take the left toes and place them behind you. Maybe those left toes can even reach for the right hand if that's in your practice. And then as you arrive, allowing the eyes to close. Deep inhales, filling up the body. Imagining the breath could really reach all of those spaces that these twists begin to open up. Deep breaths in and out. Deep inhales and exhales. Then on your next inhale, coming back to center, coming onto the belly, swapping sides, the left arm extends, coming onto the left cheek, then placing the right hand down onto the ground, and maybe the right toes come behind. Option to reach the right toes into the left hand if it's in your practice. And again, allowing the eyes to close down. Taking deep inhales and exhales. Following the breath as it moves into the body. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, coming back onto the belly, pressing the hands into the mat, tucking the toes under, and making your way back to your downward facing dog. Then as you inhale, stepping the left foot forwards, dropping the back knee. And as you arrive here, reaching the left arm up, coming into your easy twist. Really allowing the body to open here, deep inhale. Then as you exhale, placing the left hand onto the left knee and gently guiding the foot out. And the knee, really opening up this hip space as well. Often we think of bloating as just being in the tummy, but we know that this hip space stores a lot of our emotions. So if our bloating is caused by an emotional reaction, this can be really fantastic. Deep inhale. Then as you exhale, gently coming back to center. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, pivot onto the outside of the right leg, lower the left arm. Inhale, reach up. I know this is deep. Exhale, pivot. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pivot. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pivot. Inhale, reach, reaching the arms up. Then as you exhale, placing the hands down and stepping the left foot back, making your way to a child's pose once again. Deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, sighing it out. Another deep breath in. And then as you exhale, letting it go through the mouth. Well done. Then as you inhale, you can slowly make your way to come to sit onto the heels. We're going to be moving through some really simple lymphatic drainage exercises here, which can be really, really beneficial to help move any excess fluid you're holding onto in the body, because even in those times where we're finding complete compassion for how we feel, if there's anything we can do to help make ourselves feel more comfortable, we're always going to try our best to really nourish our body within that way. So the way that lymphatic drainage works is that we have areas within the body where they act as points where we can release any excess fluid we're holding onto, and these are called the lymph nodes. So as we move through lymphatic massage, we're just helping to really move the fluid into the areas where they can drain if needed. So to begin with, we're going to start by just activating the lymph nodes and really warming them up. So we have one underneath the armpit here, and we're going to do a bit of a cupping motion like this. So just allowing the hand to come underneath the armpit and just begin to gently massage in this phase, opening up the lymph nodes. Just a few moments here. And then the other side, gently just beginning to activate this space. And then just allowing the breath to be really soft here. We want the body to be in a really gentle, relaxed state when doing this, so it's the most successful. And then when you're ready, we're just going to begin to pull up the arms and then really push underneath the armpit. So pull up the arms and into the armpit. I don't know about you, but quite often when I feel bloated, my arms tend to be the space where I feel as if I'm holding a lot of excess fluid. And it's a strange place sometimes to feel self-conscious, but maybe that's just me. As we pull that fluid up the arms, just really just brushing up them quite firmly and then pushing around into the armpit. 2 more on this side. Well done. And then the other side, so really pulling up the arms and then pushing into the armpit here, being gentle, but still quite firm. Well done. 2 more on this side. Last one. And then when you're ready, just coming up onto the knees here, you're probably going to want to roll your leggings down. Let me just move my mic a little bit here. There we go. So you're going to want to roll your leggings down just slightly here. And we're going to activate the next lymph nodes, which are about here within the body. So if you think about where, I guess, our ovaries would be, that sort of area just inside the hip bones, that's where we're working with. So as you arrive here, just close down the eyes, and we're doing that same cupping motion here. Just beginning to activate this area. Deep inhales And exhales, being nice and gentle. You can probably feel it a little bit as well. I know that I can feel this space, that it's really tuning into that lymph node area. Very similar to gua sharing the face, if anyone's into that. One more breath here. And then when you're ready, we're going to start on the right side of the body. And you're just going to begin to take the arm in the crook of the hip or the waist and just begin to draw it down like so. This is such a lovely, nourishing way to look after the body and really also connect to the body when we're feeling particularly self-critical. And also you're going to feel so much better because if you are holding on to any excess fluid, this will really help to release it. So we're coming into this waist point and just really beginning to draw it down into that lymph node area that we activated. Really allowing the back of the hand gently and firmly press into the body. And then when you're ready, moving over to the other side and just allowing that movement to come down into that lymph node area. Well done. We can do both sides at the same time if that feels good. Again, starting at the waist and really allowing that movement to come down into that lymph node space. Well done. And then once you've finished your last one here, I just want you to begin to work with the lower belly, and we're just going to almost rub it out to the side here. So anything you're holding within this space, just guiding it towards those lymph nodes. Well done. It's almost like rubbing your tummy. I don't know if anyone's parents used to do that when you had a tummy ache, but it feels very nourishing and gentle and really loving as well. And then last one, allowing the hands to come together like so. And we're just going to come sort of just above the rib cage or beneath, wherever it sort of works in your body, and just begin to press down like so. So really guiding kind of with the thumbs down to the lymph node area. Well done. Let's do 3 more of these. If you have an oil as well, it can be really nice to do this again, maybe later with a body oil or some moisturizer. It can be really lovely. And then to finish off, we'll just take a few more of these ones here. These are my favorite. Last one. And then once you feel ready, we can pull those leggings or whatever you're wearing back up and just make your way onto the back of the body, hugging the knees in and just allowing them to come into the chest and rock gently from side to side. Moving into a twist here, allowing the arms to come into a T shape. Both knees go over towards the left side, the gaze comes over to the right. Deep inhale through the nose and exhale. Again, allowing that breath really to move with ease, allowing the body to really melt into this parasympathetic response of rest and digest, because that is what our body is needing in these moments. Quite often when it comes to feeling bloated, it can be because our body has spent too much time in the sympathetic response. This is our fight or flight response, those feelings of anxiety and stress. Within this time, the body quite literally takes the energy away from the digestive system and feeds it towards anxiety or stress because it thinks it's keeping you alive, that adrenaline response, as if you were running away from a bear. So it's completely understandable that within that time, the body's not focusing on digestion, which can leave us feeling a little uncomfortable. So as you find yourself in this space, really allowing yourself to melt into this rest and digest response. And when you're ready, swapping sides. Taking deep inhales. And exhales. And then when you're ready, hugging the knees into your chest, giving them a little squeeze. And then as you exhale, just allowing the legs to release and allowing the hands to place onto the belly. And allowing the eyes to be closed here. And as you're here in your last few moments of the practice, I just want you to create 3 simple affirmations that you want to share with the body. Maybe you're grateful for how it carries you through your day. Maybe you're grateful for your physical strength. But I want you to focus on 3 things you really love about your body today. And as you repeat them to yourself, I want you to really believe them, imagining they could fill every fiber of your being. Maybe it's just, my body is beautiful and it is enough. It has the strength to carry me through my day and the things I do. And then when you're ready, you're more than welcome to join me up and seated. Thank you so much for joining me for today's yoga for bloating practice. Please know that if this is something that you are feeling, it happens to everyone. It's so normal. It's also really, really temporary. You might feel like this for a day. You might feel like it for 2 days, but I guarantee it's temporary. This too shall pass. And the practice of yoga is one which is really beautiful for, yes, physically moving these things, but also connecting so much deeper to yourself as a soul and a person. So it can be really beautiful to come back to your practice within these times. If you enjoyed this practice, please feel free to send it on to someone else who may enjoy it, or save it for later for the next time you're feeling a little bit bloated. And if you want more flows like this, please come and find me on my online membership, Soul Shala. The link is always in the description. I would absolutely love to have you. And otherwise, I will see you in our next video together. Bye, guys.